And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Back from too long of a vacation, it's The Bonfire on Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Hi, I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson.
Hey, too long.
Way too long. It got weird.
Too long.
Monday was the 4th of July. And before it last week, we had to do some pre-records for a couple different things.
This is a unique experience for us. We're a new, not live, but we're only a few hours behind.
Guys, we're in the past. What's happened?
Only a few hours in the past. I hope no major tragedies happen in the next 3 hours.
That would be our fucking luck.
Yeah, nothing to talk about.
I'm like, why are these guys not even addressing this thing?
You could have been there for us.
The city of Dayton is on fire. We're like, yeah, it's 4th of July's fine.
Yeah, we're giggling just like a mass shooting at an airport somewhere.
Like, how are you guys not covering this? You have a responsibility as broadcasters.
We steer clear of that kind of tragedy.
Fuck yeah, man. You know what our tragedy is? Me not being able to be at a barbecue with Jay on the 4th.
It was a bummer. But what a barbecue.
I'll tell you this, though. I've never landed in a rainstorm on a plane while fireworks are simultaneously going off. It's terrifying.
It felt like Fallujah.
Dude, first off, I was in Colorado for one of my best friend's weddings that I grew up with. And the
Garapé?
No, Byron, but close. Good call.
I just like any excuse to say the word Garapé.
Garapé did a private thing with just family.
Garapé sounds like it's, to me, I always like, I know it's been confirmed that this is his last name.
Yes.
But when you say my friend Garapé, I picture like my sleepy Mexican voice. Which, by the way, we found out, Lou, by the way, the crew is here. Lou, Jacob, Merkface, and Christine. We have all gotten so close with these barbecues and this out of work time. Me and Merkface might be best friends.
And I'm just upset by that because the first barbecue I missed because I was in Cleveland doing my summer residency.
So none of it's your fault.
No, but this time I'm flying back through not only a torrential downpour, but also gunpowder being shot up into the sky.
Lou missed the barbecue this time for the great reason of didn't feel like coming.
Hey, Lou, can I just tell you, as someone that missed the barbecue because of actual engagements, it's a slap to the face. I'm the most...
Especially when it was like you were at a family barbecue, and I'm like, all right, but there's 2 Lou's, so you could have sent one to us.
Yeah, couldn't you have your brother just keep going back in the house and putting on your clothes and coming back out?
Oh, yeah, let me grab Lou.
Yeah, like Mrs. Doubtfire at dinner, where he just keeps going back in between.
What's your brother's name? Spew? Lou and Spew?
Stu.
Lou and Will.
Lou and Stu.
Lou and Stu.
I wish your brother's name was Stu.
Lou and Stu.
I just want to know somebody named Stu so bad. When I was way young in comedy, me and Kurt Metzger.
Yeah.
Today, this story makes me laugh so hard every time I tell it. I know we're deviating here, but worth it for a second. We did a show at it was called the Royal Order of Hibernians Club. It was a VFW show, basically.
Okay, because without the VFW behind it, it does sound like a Game of Thrones reference.
Well, yeah, but it was. It's like a lodge, like you know, the fucking Royal Order of the Water Buffalo from Flintstones.
Yeah.
So it's one of those deals. A bunch of older guys and just like cigar smoking idiots, like in a VFW.
Just talking about when minorities knew their place.
Yeah, exactly. He goes,
shut up.
I had so much yellow flesh on my bayonet. I'd clean off with turpentine.
I tell you this, I can still hear their squeals in my nightmares. I used to slaughter them like pigs. Anyways, that was the Korean War for me. How you guys thinking of this whole... Yeah.
So this guy... we got the gig. Me and Kirk got offered the gig by this guy, Michael Rage, who I do believe we've looked up on the show before.
Yes, stupid people!
Yeah, stupid people! Everyone's stupid. Ask me questions, the stupid people. So he's the worst. And he goes, so I'll host the show, and then you guys will close it out. But we put up my brother Stu Nod. His name's Stu, and he calls him Stu Nod.
Oh, that's great.
Was his stage name?
Yeah.
And this is, again, the story never recounts the laughter. I did. This is one of those times in life I peed a little in my pants from laughing. Stu Nod is up there just eating shit.
Yeah.
as bad as you could eat shit.
Well, he's got a name, Stu Nod.
Yeah, they're not laughing at any of his because it's all like, it goes, it's all like local, you know what I mean? Yeah. I go over to Germantown where are the Germans? It's only a bunch of mooks hanging out.
Everyone's like, what?
Yeah, everyone's like, I don't know. Like, even like these
I'm over in the Polak part of town.
Yeah, these guys are so old, they're like not even black racist. They're racist against like far more bizarre things. Exactly, the Polacks. The Polacks. So, Stu Nod's doing his set, eating shit. He goes, all right, I do a couple impressions now. First one, he goes, I do an impression of the movie Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. He goes, hey, is Alice home? She doesn't live here anymore. Gabagool. So, like,
is anyone laughing?
No one. Me and Kurt.
Okay.
We're roaring, actually.
I'm a comics comic.
Yeah, I do it for the people, my peers.
My peers respect me. Audiences are 7 years behind.
Oh, they'll get it eventually.
When I'm opening for Salmonella, it's a different comic. Takes the same route I do.
Salmonella. So, Stu Nod goes, hey, for my final impression, bacon frying.
Oh, dude, I've seen this before, but not even him.
And he lays down on the ground.
I've seen that. And
he just starts like twitching, slowly twitching, and there's no reaction. Like you're supposed to even hear like stirs of laughter. There's nothing, and just when he's like free, it's almost like seizure like. And Kurt just goes,
hear that.
Kurt just goes, somebody call an ambulance. It's like really loud, and like it just broke the silence of this awkward. Dude, it made me laugh. I peed.
How did he? The best part is first off Kurt yelling that, but the second best part is the slow rise of him getting off the ground.
It's always the best, man. I tell you, there was
an act out that bombs. There's nothing better than
there was a kid named Sean. I won't give his last name. I don't think he does comedy anymore. He was actually became like a Golden Gloves boxer.
Okay, so we probably want to keep his last name off the show.
Yeah, well, he used to have a joke.
I don't want to get hit with a flurry outside a New York Comedy Club.
He tried to go off the cuff. Oh no, that wasn't that joke. He had two classic like shit eats that were great.
Yeah,
but the one was he used to do a joke about how people dance now at the club. When you're up in the club, people dancing.
Of course.
And he goes,
that's up there with women be shopping.
He goes, these girls aggressive now.
Oh.
These girls mad aggressive.
They really like to
dance.
And
he's like, oh man. He goes, somebody he's getting more lower on the floor with the dance moves. He goes, oh man, oh hell, somebody get me a rope or something. Somebody get me a rope or something. And then he's laying down face down on the ground, and he's wearing dress clothes. And he goes, oh, all right, fine, just get me a condom, man. Just get me a condom. He's laughing, but no one else is laughing with him. And then he gets up, and he's covered in dust. And while he's dusting off his pants, he goes, so that's my thing with dancing, man.
That's great.
When you gotta say it's like, and that's the wrap up to that joke.
Like he had a Mr. Smith Goes to Washington moment, and then after he's like, I guess that's just where I stand. I think we should do white covers of super urban jokes.
Oh, it's great.
Like women be shopping.
I had a guy
this is how they dance now.
I had a guy mad at me on Twitter.
Yeah.
I guess he heard me on Rogan's thing. I don't even remember what 3-hour show. Who knows what I said or did. But he was like, your impression of Def Jam comedy is the worst. He was like, I got a big old black dick. He goes, that's not what happens. He goes, those guys are just funnier than you. I go, sure, some of them are probably funnier than me. I was like, are you saying that Def Jam comedy doesn't have a bunch of and I got a big old... Are you really saying it doesn't I'll be long stroking bitches? You're saying that's not what Def Comedy Jam puts out in mass? And he's like, he writes back, he's like, no. Either way, he says I'm doing a minstrel show and whatever like that, and I just kept...
Sir, to say that is also like saying that there's not some brightly colored drinks in the audience that's also on stage with them.
Yeah. I mean,
it's Comic View, I always love there's a lime green margarita, and you're like, why are you drinking such
with
a
the people behind them in the background?
Dude, that's so great.
They put chairs behind you.
I love it.
So... we're going back and forth, and he goes, he goes, no, listen to this eclectic mix. He goes, I like when real comics perform on stage. Such as, and by the way, I don't disagree with many of these. It's just a matter of it's a weird mix.
Okay.
I'm almost impressed with his all over the place of comedy interests. I told him, I was like, hey, dude, if you don't like... It was one of the first trolls... I'll tell you, but it's one of the first trolls that I had a thing where I was going back and forth from. It's like, you're a fucking dildo. But I was kind of going I'm like, that's cool, man. You don't have to listen to my shit. Don't be a fan. He's like, I'm not a fan. And this, that, and the other. By the way...
I'm leaving, so
the funniest part, his tag is @happy-go-lucky something.
That's funny.
It's numbers after that, but it's happy-go-lucky. And I'm like... I'm like, just for the record, dude, you are not happy-go-lucky.
Yeah,
He's like, you suck.
Mr. Chill and Cool.
He's like, oh, I'm happy when, as he goes, I'm happy when real comics get on stage, like Bill Burr.
Okay.
Joey Coco Diaz.
Yeah.
Steve Hofstetter.
Okay. What?
So I'm saying, dude, it starts taking a weird.
Steve Hofstetter?
Ian Edwards and like
All
something.
right.
No,
Yeah, I like Ian
whatever.
Edwards.
Listen, I'm not taking a shit at any of those people. I'm just kind of like, you do not have a type of comedy for sure.
Yeah, I think
just not what I do, I guess.
Do you just have a comedy station on random?
It's so funny how mad he was, but we were going with the Def Jam thing was.
Are you saying with Sean would laying down during his jokes, sweeping
Yeah.
up dust, and then you were talking about bombing, watching Stu Nod.
Oh, dude, watching.
So we were talking about Stu and Lou not being able to come to the barbecue.
That's how it did go.
And
they missed a hell of a barbecue.
Yeah, well, I was landing. I took a couple edibles because I bought some in Colorado, and usually it helps me sleep on a plane. This case, when we hit the initial descent,
Wired.
I was pretty up. We were going through a rainstorm, and then right as we broke through the rainstorm,
Are you rocking all over the place too?
a little bit.
Choppy.
It's the, you know what it is? It's the one that makes me the most nervous. It's the quick, short turbulence. It's not the big like ba-boom, ba-boom.
Oh, that's the one where you feel like the rudders just went out or something.
Yeah,
You're
you're
like,
like,
oh, no.
yeah, but it comes right back. This was like, and I was like, okay, shouldn't have ate that third edible when I was up in the air. I was about halfway through a 4-hour flight.
Did we lose engine two?
Look on the wing. Is there something on the wing? I saw this in Twilight Zone. And then we come through, and over the Hudson, it's like over, yeah. And you're like, happy 4th of July. And people are like loving it. Some people are loving it. The people not on edibles are
The
like,
guy next to you goes, God damn it, it's a bloodbath down there.
we should have taken an Apache in. What? How did we do that? I thought this was a Delta flight. And then like touchdown, and everyone's like, "Happy 4th of July! I got to see fireworks!" And I'm just sweating, cold gripped. Like,
Is that what that was? Is that what that was?
I was also in the middle seat, so that wasn't good.
I thought North Korea figured out beautiful bombs.
I thought it was the end. I thought the Chinese had such a colorful way of ending our freedom on our day.
With happy face explosions.
Oh, there was so much green.
We had an amazing view of the fireworks from Wayne's roof.
I watched, you know what's the worst about, they say that thing, the FOMA, fear of missing out, they say, caused by social media. It's a real thing. I was just,
that was
as we're taxiing, I'm just watching Instagram videos of Jay holding up a Beats pill, just everyone dancing, and Christine's like, look at Jacob, he's so happy.
Oh, Jacob was goosed, and he was, we got him to do the Jacob dance.
That's what I saw. That's the first thing I saw when I landed, which I was, by the way, pretty upset.
Yeah, we got him to do the Jacob.
I wanted to touch it.
Jacob.
I was like touching my phone, like I want to
touch the Jacob. Lou or Stu didn't show up. We couldn't even get evil Lou.
Yeah.
Because he was too busy. God knows what in Jersey. What happened? Did you get back with that fucking girlfriend already?
No.
Did you have to go to a 3-on-3 tournament because she wanted to watch?
Did you have to get good seats for hooping up the next day?
We got to stay at the hotel near the venue.
Oh my God, Lou, you got to look out there. There's probably about 46 inches of combined dick on that one team.
Ramajam is going on tomorrow. It's Jersey City's premier 3-on-3. No whites. It's pretty great. We'll be the only specks of vanilla in that whole crowd.
At this tournament, we can't use the water fountains.
Oh, it's great. I'm telling you, equality and so much black dick.
I'd like them to take it to my hoop.
Anyways, watch the game. I'm going to go walk around, meet some of the players.
I'm going to go interview him for my podcast. You do a podcast now? Yeah, do a podcast.
That's the new how to cheat on your boyfriend.
That's how she gets a press pass for the locker room. Lou, I can't bring any guests back, but I'll be back out, I don't know, let's call it 2.5 hours.
Just, you know what? Why don't you warm the car up? Do you have a podcast you want to listen to? Put on the Rogan one with Jay. It's 3 hours.
I'm only going to fuck for 45, but I'm going to let it air out out of respect for you. I'm going to drip dry for a few.
Like a dead deer. Why couldn't you? Were you just feeling lazy?
I was at a family barbecue. I forgot it was my little cousin's birthday. So
I was at a family barbecue too, bro.
In the air.
In the air.
With my dead family?
With my dead family. My dad and my sister were up there in the heavens with me.
You were high-fiving them, sharing an imaginary burger.
Oh, boy. I miss you, Dad. I miss you, sis.
He goes, my sister loved turkey burgers.
She loved them so much. We listened to Pearl Jam.
That was it? You had to be there till the whole
I thought
thing?
I could do both. I thought I could go there first, and then it just...
Why couldn't you?
I was a little drunk, and I just... It seemed like too much.
And you know Lou, when he gets a little hammered, there was all these hugs being passed around the
that's right.
Walitsky
I
family
didn't have any
reunion.
more hugs.
There was too many people to hug.
I couldn't bring any hugs to New York City. I was all out.
Fair enough. Well, Jacob came. Merkface made an appearance.
Yeah.
Brought his lovely lady.
Oh.
He's back in the game.
I love it. I like seeing...
Remember how heartbroken he was a few months ago?
Yeah, I like seeing Happy Merkface.
I know. His girlfriend, by the way, and him
Lovely.
are the pastiest couple in the United States.
Yeah.
They are made completely of white and freckle.
That's all. God's like, all I got left is this pile of white and freckle. Got it.
These two will find each other someday.
It's impossible for them not to. All that light reflecting off them.
At some point, just going to both be reaching for the same SPF 150.
Hey, you have medical grade SPF as well?
Andy has prescription sunblock.
Pacific. I was trying to remember the name of I was going to say Pacific Sun, but then I remember that's where I buy all my board shorts.
They both hid in the drain until the nighttime came. When it started raining, they both came out.
Can you scoot over for a little bit of shadow? Sure.
Oh, dude, and I know we're jumping around stories here, but this is another one that'll fucking wig you out. Maybe I won't say it yet, 'cause it might start a whole new topic.
Okay.
But Merkface and his girlfriend came. Awesome.
I heard Jacob was doing some dancing, unprompted dancing.
Oh, when?
I just heard that Jacob was just getting into it.
Oh, yeah, he was, and then Christine filmed him. We made him redo it. We had to recreate the moment there. Oh, no, what happened was we all went upstairs on the roof.
That's one of the best parts about living in New York is you can just go on the roof of whoever's building and watch fireworks.
Yeah, we went on Wayne's roof.
You don't have to be in the sky on edibles thinking you're getting shot down.
We went on Wayne's roof, and we watched from up there, and then, the party started thinning out a little bit. And then we just had a full-blown slow dance party on the roof.
I love slow dance parties. It's my best dancing.
And you would have had a great time. There were some spare chicks that ended up leaving because they felt sad and left out.
I was there to dance with them.
Emily Cohen, you could have slow danced with.
She's a sweetheart.
And then it just went from slow dance party to full-blown
fuck fest.
It started raining again.
Damn it.
It started raining again. So we just huddled up under 4 umbrellas with the Beats pill still. And just sang along, just did sing-alongs, all songs you would have known.
Meanwhile, I was walking to a cab at LaGuardia, just sad.
Yeah,
I was on the ground, so I was pretty happy.
This was a different feeling. My favorite Jacob moment that I told Merkface to remember, and I know he did, but I didn't forget it. Thank God. You want to hear a great Freudian slip? Have you heard this story, Lou?
No.
Lou was too banged up with Stu.
Oh, yeah.
Passing out hugs
Stu and Lou
at the Walitsky family reunion. Just kissing babies and shaking hands because that's what they do when they're hammered.
That's hilarious.
His cheeks look so soft.
How old is your nephew? How old did he turn?
They're 5. They're twins.
Are they twins too?
Yeah.
Your family's disease.
Were you giving Jesus? Were you giving him like weird talk?
I'm giving him old Salem, Massachusetts thought. Only a witch has 2 of the same baby.
Hey boy, listen, one time I remember I was banging this chick out, had to take a shit. I tag in Stu.
Yeah,
Your Uncle Stu comes in, lays a heavy batch on her back.
As uncles, do you guys each pick a nephew to raise? I will instill the love of radio and Pearl Jam into you.
What are their names?
Shit. Alex.
Oh, come on. You missed our barbecue because you love them so much. You don't know their names?
Alex is the one I like, so I don't...
Okay,
Alex
that's his
Alex?
choice. Yeah. Malix. He's the bad one, so he goes with Wario. He goes with Stu, the evil twin.
Stu, if I put a cigarette on your arm, will your brother freak out somewhere?
Yeah, like those twins in the G.I. Joe
Tomax
cartoon.
and Zaymon?
Yes! This is where we cross.
Tomax and Zaymon.
That's a great reference. I can't believe you remember those names.
I used to own the toys.
I wanted them so bad.
What a shitty thing to do, by the way, to make two exact same... Look up Tomax and Zaymon.
By the way, those are probably names that are going to be given to kids in 2016.
Oh, I'm sure. Tomax and Zaymon.
If you are pregnant with twins and you listen to this radio show, can you please name your children this? Please.
Oh, someone's already looked this up before. We got to find the action figures because I want to see. I think they sold you 2 different. Oh, no, they came together. Look at the packaging down there.
Okay.
Down the 3rd row.
I bet they charged you for 2.
I swear to God, in my mind, when I look at these toys, dude, all over again, I think I'd play with them again.
Would We should get a whole set of G.I. Joes.
Oh no, this is like 25-year anniversary nonsense.
That's not the original OG G.I. Joes. But I think you just when you bought them though, it's just the same exact.
It's
Taymont and what?
Tomax and Zaymont.
Tomax and Zaymont?
Yeah, just Tomax backwards.
The two starting guards for the Kentucky Wildcats.
Tomax and Zaymont.
Tomax Jackson and Zaymont Jones.
Zaymont. Yeah. Speaking of sports, by the way, Sixers get the first pick with Ben Simmons already hurt.
Oh, in Summer League?
Hurt first game. They already didn't play the second game.
I love it.
It is fantastic.
I'm sorry. Is Philly the new Cleveland?
I don't know what's going on. They say Buffalo is, but
okay. Well, Buffalo. By the way, I'll be at Buffalo Helium, so go to my website, dansoder.com.
Yeah,
14th, 15th,
no point in going to your sports events.
Just come see me tell jokes.
Yeah, it's just get away from the pain for a while.
It's biting on the rag.
So Jacob's wonderful flub. So we were talking about at Skankfest.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Which is another thing I didn't miss because my summer residency.
You're so busy. Jacob was talking to a young lady. Now,
I remember hearing about this.
Yes, but this is great. And what happened was she had a friend. Christine knows her friend.
Okay.
I know her friend too, actually.
Okay.
But I didn't know at the night who they were talking about, but he just was in. Jacob was in.
What was the exact phrase?
They talked a while.
What's the phrase you used?
I love her, man.
There it is.
I love her, man.
I love her, man.
I love her. Sometimes I go to sleep and I'm betting her on a big block of cheese.
I tuck her in. I pound her out over my book of matches, and then I tuck her in.
I go knuckles into the mattress, full bulldog. Power thrusts. And then I rip off a block of cheese, and we both eat from my hands. Satisfied and sweaty.
Nom, 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 nom.
And then that damn deli cat comes in the room, and we both have to run into the wall by folding our bones.
Run!
I'll protect you first, my love. You go first. Fold shoulder blades.
Jacob would be a transformer.
Transformer noise. By the way, that's the exact one. If we could find the thing of a transformer changing the sound.
Nailed it. Someone got paid to make that noise.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So Jacob
is talking about this young lady at the thing, and I was asking about it. I go, well, you got to talk to her a while, right? He goes, yeah, it was hard because her friend was there the whole time. He goes, I tried. This is his Freudian slip. He goes, I tried to get Christina to get her friend away, so I could corner, so I could get her alone. He started to say, so I could corner her.
And that's, this is Jacob speak. I don't think we need to look at that as an aggressive statement.
It was just a weird thing to almost say. To corner her. He goes, now I've got you. There's no getting away.
Why are you looking to your left? I got your cut off there. You looking to your right? You're cut off there.
He sets up 2 mouse traps on either side of him.
By the way, I've been studying your movements all night. Rook to pawn 20.
I know what you're doing before you do it.
Checkmate.
Is this the girl? I want to see her.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't even know what she looks like.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, Jacob.
Oh, nice.
Jacob, take a look at your love.
That girl is Jewish.
Yeah. She better hope.
Oh, yeah. Jacob, you guys can build a sukkot together.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love to be at a wedding where there's a nice sukkot.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice to have a sukkot?
The sukkot, to watch them get married under the sukkot.
Oh, I'll bring a cornucopia of Jewish fruits.
Oh, and I will judge you because I'm a Christian warrior.
Is this a sound effect?
Yeah, I think so.
Do I nail it?
I don't know.
That's Michael Bay. That's Michael Bay.
Yeah, that's
not
the movie.
cartoon.
That's the movie, the cartoon.
That's some fucking Michael Bay shit. I didn't even have to look up to hear that.
Good for you, dude.
Thanks, dog.
He's like, I know one thing. It's Bay sounds.
I know Michael Bay sounds.
Here we go. Transform! Nope.
Close.
No.
You're close.
I fucking stunk.
Go into the wall. Take the form of cheese. I'm a block of cheese. You
But
kidding
isn't
me?
that a weird Freudian slip?
Yeah,
So I could corner her?
I never completed the word.
No. Oh, you're trying to say
I thought
you took the shot.
I was hoping there'd be no witnesses so I could club her over the head.
Hey, Jay, can you get her friend out of here? I don't think she'll like me carrying her dead weight in front of her.
Yes.
Did you ever get her number?
No, they left the party early.
Because you weren't slow dancing.
Oh, buddy. Don't worry. The girl
She wasn't at the barbecue.
No, it wasn't a barbecue. This was at
This
the
was at
Skank
Dave's,
Fest. But she says would like to see Jacob again.
She said that. Christine's giving a confirmation on that. How you feel, buddy?
It hasn't worked out yet because, as we all know, there's 14 Jewish holidays a week.
Yes.
So
once she gets over blessing her family for the third month of the Jewish New Year, why you bring this shit, Merkface?
She has to, after she throws sandbags at Haman's face for the annual. Wow, what's that one called? What's that one?
I don't know. Catholic.
Catholic and an evil twin. Jeez,
It's perfect.
dude. Last night, I'm gonna tell you something I'm still traumatized by. Me and Christine went to the movies.
Okay.
That wasn't the trauma part.
Okay. Sometimes going to the movies can just be traumatic.
Oh, buddy, you tell him. I've got a lot of bad movie theater experiences. I used to get a lot of free tickets by complaining about others.
Really?
Oh, when we were in Minneapolis to go see Batman, Superman.
Yeah.
And I don't listen. This is just the facts of the world. This isn't racism. I'm gonna preface that.
Which means it's going to be
So
some...
buckle up for some racism. No,
You
it was
guys heard it. That's
no,
the pill.
this goes beyond race. This is not.
That's the doctor version of you're going to feel some pressure.
I felt like I was. Now I've had a lot of bad experiences going to movie theaters where I'm like one of two white people there.
Yeah.
Very interactive. A lot of talking. That could be. Listen, when I was young, I remember going to see Twins.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger, DeVito.
You're forgetting the third rule of a confrontation. Never talk to a movie when black people are there. They're going to do it for you.
So, no, but I thought what was funny was it was all white in the South Philly movie theater, and it was the most interactive movie I've ever been to.
You're sleeping on white trash. Because here's the thing.
White garbage will go for it.
White garbage gets angry like they're getting ripped off.
Yes.
So it's not like funny. Like black people will be like, don't go in that room. White people will be like, I mean, that makes no sense.
Oh, yeah. This movie's fake.
Fuck you, Superman, you Jew.
And it's always like fake about the part that doesn't matter. Not that there's attack robots who can transform. It's always like, you couldn't get away from a laser that big.
I know for a fact a Ford F-150 cannot go over the guardrail of a highway. I have tried it 18 slits deep. You just fucking end up rolling your goddamn truck, and then your brother-in-law's going to come, and you got a different woman in the car to go.
Well, my Uncle Tommy, for reference, still currently is always sanding the boat that's up on cinder blocks in his yard. Uncle Tommy at the movie Twins, there was a whole thing about like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie like needed manuals. If you could have the manual,
he
for
read the manual and he became smart.
Yeah, at one point there's a love scene.
Yes,
he says something, and my Uncle Tommy,
Kelly Preston.
My Uncle Tommy is the one just going, and I thought this was great when I was a kid. He's like. When he's like confused having sex, where he goes, he forgot the manual, and everyone's laughing in the theater. It was so. It's not just a black thing. However, historically in my life,
listen,
I find that loud movie patrons tend to be. You know what?
Not all. Not only black people can dunk. Some white guys dunk. It's a rarity,
right?
But all races can dunk.
Right.
All races can talk in movie theaters.
But if you're black and can't dunk or don't talk in a movie theater, you are amazing. You should be studied.
You're a Rhodes Scholar.
You should be studied.
Yeah.
No, so we go. So
you're seeing Batman versus Superman.
We're going to see Batman versus Superman, and we get tickets for 10 o'clock, and there's an 11:30 one, too.
Yeah.
At 10, we're getting tickets for 10 o'clock, and I see a bunch of, like, black and Hispanic teenagers.
First off, you said the code word that means you're fucked. Teenagers.
Which was, no, for sure. By the way, if there was a grouping of 10...
Black teenagers means you're double fucked.
Yes. If there was a grouping of 10
be hilarious.
black Hispanic adults, I wouldn't have thought much of this at all.
Yeah.
Other than... If someone's going to be talking, then I'm going to be like, because by the way, it's me. I take it all on myself. I'm the idiot in the story for sure because I'm the person who I just can't let it go. I end up not enjoying a movie because I'm waiting for the person who I think is going to talk the whole time.
So you're waiting for the stereotype to happen. You're waiting for a person to perform a stereotype.
And I'm not going to say shit about it. Yeah. I'm just going to be like, unless like I've said things a few times when it's gotten like out of hand. And I really do it. You got to do the things that's dark, and it's usually behind you or you're behind them, and you don't really know who you're dealing with, and you're just like. if I turn around, I got to say something. If I say something, man, this could go bad.
But you could also do the upper middle class white turn-and-sigh. It's a pretty effective technique that soccer moms have been doing for over decades now, where they look back and they go, and then they turn back around.
I can't be that cunty about it. No, I got to turn around and just be like, no, I'll always turn around. I'll be like, dude, please. For the love
like, you're
God. Really like, come
work on your punchlines. Like, you corny.
Yeah, you corny.
Turn back around. The black dude's like, I didn't expect that one.
So we're getting these tickets.
Yeah.
And while we're getting tickets, we see the black and Hispanic teenagers, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is gonna make. I'm gonna be staring at them the whole time, even if they're perfect. Yeah. The whole time, be waiting for it to go haywire.
It's a boys' choir,
and I won't. No, even worse. So they go. Everyone's like, "Come on, dude, stop that shit. Just let's go to the movie." I go, "Okay, we're here. I want to wait an hour and a half to go to another movie. Let's just go to this movie. It's fine." We go in the movie. We're taking our seats. Then 3 black women come in with a bunch of children. 2 of them, while they're holding in like the baby, like a baby. I go, no, I just won't do this to myself. I'm not going to do this to myself. And we went out and we waited the hour and a half for the next movie.
Really?
Yeah, dude, come on, babies.
Dude, I sat next to a 4-year-old during Borat.
Exactly.
And it was, by the way, a white family in Tucson came and sat down next to me, and it was just this little piece of trailer trash.
Dude, we brought Isabel in a stroller to see Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines.
Yeah, that's different. I get that. That's prepping her for what's happening. Borat is inappropriate for a child to watch. You're just letting Isabella know that one day she's going to have to fight beside John Connor.
I brought Isabella to the movies. But here's the thing.
Can I tell you
we brought her to the movies too young. Several things.
Yeah.
That said, like, I'm so outwardly aware also that we'd always sit in a place where I'd go, hey, if she starts any kind of just noise in general, like I go, we're out the door. I'm not doing this to people either.
Speaking of babies in movie theaters, I got super high and went and wanted to watch with 2 of my buddies to go see Expendables, the first one when it came out. We're like, we got to go see this shit show. It's going to be god awful. And we're sitting at the AMC 42 in Times Square, and we're just like sitting there, and then you just hear like the it's in the opening scene. It's like, and I look to my left, and it's just 2 Puerto Rican teenagers just fucking, like just straight up fucking like this.
I thought it was a helicopter noise from the Expendables.
No, that's what I thought. Hey, it's 2 Puerto Rican teenagers fucking during this movie. They're making an expendable person. They're
making an expendable, ironically.
Yeah, they made the most expendable person.
That's fucking great.
But dude, the guy, when he came, the guy looked at me and 3 of my friends, and it was like this weird, like, we felt bad.
I know, isn't that weird? You get put up the earth on the fence?
And he's like, oh, mommy, Dolph Lundgren, he's so mago. He's so mago with that Soder shotgun knife. Hold on, I'm gonna get it all over. Oh, I'm gonna let it in. Leave it in. Hey, what are you looking at, man?
Nuh-uh.
He said that to my buddy Los.
He said, what are you looking at, man?
He goes, what are you guys looking at? We're like, I go, are you being serious? And then him and her got, that's all I said my whiteness would allow me.
That seems like you are oddly more aggressive than people would think in situations.
Yeah, I go, are you being serious? That's what I said, because my whiteness came out first.
If I was with a group of buddies, I would have been like, and again, not even aggressively, I've been like, it's like, what are you looking at? Because you guys fucking in a public movie theater?
But I was so blown away by that I didn't even have the time to react to that. All my reaction was like, are you being serious? And then him and her got up and they left. Opening credits haven't even hit.
No shit.
It was the scene where they do the rescue on the boat. And it was like...
Well, stop assuming I saw The Expendables.
Well, you need to, because it's a classic. And right now...
You know the opening scene when Terry Crews comes in?
And he bounces his pecs all oiled up. And now, you know what's crazy to think about? When did that movie come out? 2010?
Oh, you're saying that kid's already pregnant now?
6 years old. Already pregnant.
Now you're saying that kid's pregnant?
Yeah.
That baby's already pregnant now.
It's a family tradition that you conceive a child during a Sylvester Stallone movie. I was made during Cobra. Another one of my sons during... Don't shoot mama. What's the one he made?
Stop when my mom will shoot.
I got an idea where my mom
took a hot batch during Rhinestone.
Oh, did she? Yeah, my mom sucked a dude off during Copland.
I go, or Lords of Flatbush.
Yeah, I wanted a little brother, so my mom went to the movies and watched Over the Top. turns out she's barren after me. Do we have to take a break?
We do. Probably so long ago.
By the way, this is new and not live, and I apologize.
But it's only a couple hours earlier.
Yeah, guys, it's technically Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. We're here on a Wednesday.
Fingers crossed nothing horrible has happened in the last 2 hours. It's the Bonfire.
Hey, this is Joe List, and you're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder, and they've both come inside of me.
That's patriotic music.
It's patriotic music since we missed each other on the 4th of July.
But we're rekindling it right now.
Listen to the patriotic music. Let that play, Lou.
From the lakes of Minnesota
Yeah, where else?
to the hills of Tennessee.
I've been there.
I was getting
And also Puerto Rico, which is an annex to the United States.
Commonwealth. We used to just get Bargatze drunk and just drive back to Queens and just blare that out the window when it was open. He would just love it.
Yeah.
He really
Is that his dog out the window?
That accent comes with like a fucking real harsh belief in America.
It would be great to find like a conspiracy theorist who's like anti-government with that like Tennessee accent.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm sure it exists.
Oh, absolutely.
They're just out in the woods.
Yeah. Christine's going through underwear for shaving Jacob.
That's great. What is more American
Than shaving?
than baseball?
Shaving Jacob.
Maybe shaving Jacob, but we all know baseball's American.
It's the most American.
Lou's a Mets fan.
Lou loves the Mets.
You know who else is a Mets fan?
Baseball's not the most American?
Football. American football.
All right, Andy, why'd you just say
America's
that like you played...
America's pastime.
Yeah, but Andy just said that with confidence like you played linebacker at a D3. Okay, are we going to talk about how you used to play
More
football?
Americans play football or baseball?
Well,
there's a lot more players on baseball teams, though.
yeah.
It's America's pastime. I'm just
Football,
trying to get to the fact
obviously,
that
the
Lou's a
Super Bowl.
lying piece of shit and treated
that's
us
it,
like
Andy.
garbage earlier.
It's a segue.
It was just a segue to find out that Lou treats us like an asshole. He doesn't come to our barbecues, and he's gallivanting around with his fucking black dick socket.
I bet if Lou had sex with us, he'd spit on us when he was finished.
Would you spit on me, Lou, when you were done?
If you wanted.
Would you go clean yourself up?
Oh, and Lou's got a fresh head. Lou's got a fresh head bick, so you can see his total redness he's turning here because he got caught. Because Jacob, stool pigeon Jacob,
Dude, Jacob?
fucking hall monitor. Jacob's the hall monitor.
Really-
Guess where Lou was, everybody?
Hey, guys.
I guess who he was with.
Hot tip. This just in. Guess who was spotted canoodling at a Mets game?
Oh.
This Bonfire producer was seen. He's turned This Bonfire producer was seen canoodling at a Mets game. What ended in second base probably went home and ended in a home run. I'm Jacob, and this is more Bonfire gossip.
Christine, for the live show, see if we can find. I want him to dress in one thing. I want him to wear a tie, no shirt, glasses, holding a notepad, and he's going to be 1 month's going to be Peter Parker.
Yes.
And then I want to see. Let's see if we can find some hilarious Spider-Man like thongs.
She's on it. She turned around like she was like going to work.
Well, what about Christine? You just point her in the direction she goes.
Yeah.
Lou, what's going on, buddy? I thought
we
you
gotta
said
get
it was
back-
over.
We just want to. It wasn't a date. It was just we went to see the Mets together.
So wait, no, you don't just go see the Mets with your ex-girlfriend.
Did you fuck like Puerto Ricans in the seats?
Yeah. Hey, scoot over, let's make a baby. Is there a helicopter slowly landing?
That's great. You're hearing like fucking real slaps. That guy was slanging it a little bit though. He had a
Well, I
nice
mean,
piece.
he got a little ahead of himself because he obviously came
Popped off quick.
I mean, enough.
How
that
did
they
she look?
I did. It was dark. The movie was going on.
You just noticed him.
No, I noticed him because he talked to us.
Well, you looking at
I also fell asleep in his eyes. He looked back. I like
beautiful brown eyes.
I start pulling my shorts down. I go, "Do you want to do me too?"
Are we doing these?
Yeah.
No.
Hola.
Not yet.
I can't help but notice you heard me making love. Only with the freshest ingredients. Cilantro, tomatoes, and of course, my semen.
Oh, we also found out that my Sleepy Mexican impression is in fact Slowpoke Rodriguez. Have we found that out yet? Have we looked at that? Lou, you can look that up while you try to think of a fake answer for why you fucking
Yeah,
lied
well, you
to
went
us.
on a date with your ex-girlfriend. Yes.
What's the point of going to this game if you're not going to fuck?
There was no point. It was pretty
Just
much
to
a
see some
mistake.
good. You just want to see some good pitching and pay $9 for a hot dog?
Yeah. There was no point to it. I don't know why. It just seemed like something to do.
Did you think this was going to spark up some stuff?
You had to.
Yeah, well, I was just seeing if there was anything left. There's nothing left.
Well, you would have fucked that day.
Yes, I would have.
You have to go and make sure that she has nothing left.
Yeah. Where, she doesn't even know who Lenny Dykstra is.
Nails?
Oh, my Christ.
Get her out of here.
Yeah.
Neither does Christine, but I plan on dumping her.
Yeah, but that's just part of the plan.
It's just part of the plan. I figure I find all the things she doesn't know, and then I can throw it in her face when I dump her.
I should have, yeah.
I'm like, you didn't see Roadhouse till you were 28.
That's why I have to say goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, wait.
Oh, that's it. That's exactly it.
Maybe, Jose, instead we try to catch the Speedy Gonzalez, we should have caught Slowpoke Rodriguez.
That's true. I don't want no trouble.
You do the voice of a Mexican cat.
That's right. By the way, I know we already did the Johnny Rebel music, which, by the way, that was hilarious. When people go, it's like, I was cranking that, and it goes,
Oh, dude, one guy goes, I'm in
because my
South
black
Tampa.
friends were in my car. I'm like, all right, we're not promoting it. Like, check out this awesome music. We're saying it's horrible.
We're about to drop the next hit from Johnny Rebel. It's Coontown.
But we're not going to do it now. But I know at another time, because people will call in with good ones of these. I mean, when I went to look at this Slowpoke Rodriguez video the other day, if you see the related videos, there is some real fucking crazy shit, man. The band
racist
cartoon,
racist cartoons?
And they were just the cartoons.
Yeah, like Disney was, Looney Tunes.
I mean, it's real, like
Bugs Bunny and shit.
Their lips go almost to their nose, and it's like they have them eating watermelon. It's
just funny to think. It's just funny to think of like a nerd kind of drawing it, like a nerd drawing like a racist cartoon, and then like an editor behind him going, "That's some fine penmanship right there."
Yeah, he goes, "Man, you are an artiste.
You really nailed their oversized lips. Can you draw me an erotic one for me and my wife?"
And look, an Asian comes along. It's
Listen, Minnie, I don't even know where to wash clothes. What's wrong, Miss Rutherford?
and it's an Asian getting mad at a black woman because she doesn't know how to wash clothes enough.
I'll show you what I mean. In Harlem, there's a little place where everyone goes to see
Insane.
the way I wash all my wife.
Because at one point, the guy just eats watermelon with his. And they always only have 2 teeth. It's nuts.
The dentistry in racist cartoons is terrible.
I can't believe this is a real thing. We'll have a live episode where we get into the racist cartoons. I can't believe.
But your Slowpoke Rodriguez, what is it?
Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sleepy J.
Oh, I can't believe they make a cartoon where he eats the watermelon.
Yeah, your Mexican impression is Slowpoke Rodriguez. Mine is always a salsa commercial.
Yeah. You do that one, but you also will get into the sultry Latin.
That's almost the same thing. The Antonio Banderas. Made with the freshest ingredients. To turn in my father's recipe.
And just
Onions.
a poquito amount of onions.
And a little spice to let you know it comes from Jalisco.
Is poquito.
Y un poquito, a little bit of flavor to let you know it comes from the heroes of Chihuahua.
So last night,
Yeah.
me and Christine go to the movies.
You guys are
Friend Ari
banging.
Shafir.
You guys are banging. Just right opening credits.
I looked over to the person next to me. I go, "What are you looking at?"
And he went, "Why? I don't know."
Don't go over here looking while I'm pounding out my girlfriend to purge the election year.
It was so fucking. Oh, so that's what you guys went and saw. Purge.
We're coming back. We get home. Ceremoniously, as always, we sit on our stoop, smoke a cigarette.
It's what I miss about smoking the most.
Sit on the stoop, smoke a cigarette. Man walking his dog about 20 feet away from us.
Got it.
Tops.
Closer to second or closer to first?
In the direction towards first.
Got it. So by the police station.
But like, it's 20 feet, though.
Okay.
You know, there's like a hair salon.
Yeah.
Right to the right of the hair salon.
Got it. This does nothing for the listeners.
No,
but
there's a planter tree. If you can find these things, you will know where I live.
These are all clues.
Guy walking his dog. All of a sudden, you hear the dog just kind of going like, you hear and you just hear like this weird other noise happen. Very weird noise, almost like a hissing or a squeaking, a loud squeaking.
Yeah.
Do you already know?
No,
I got the feeling.
I just don't like the noise of random animal noises.
Me either. And then we look over. It is just the dog. The guy is just waiting. By the way, it's just like a schlubby, like, you know, polo shirt, short khaki shorts guy wearing like sandals or something, walking his dog. Middle-aged guy. You look over. The dog is wrecking a fucking rat. I mean,
what?
Like flipping, dude, flips it in the air a couple times.
What kind of dog are we talking?
A little boxer?
A boxer?
A little boxer, maybe?
But just fucking up a rat.
Dude, and the rat's tossing it in the air. The rat's big. As he's tossing it in the air, at one point, he's flipping it around in his mouth. Chunks of the rat are so me and Christine get up because it looks like, I mean, this one chunk flew like 10 feet where I was like, oh, I don't want to be near. And he's flinging the rat. And we're like, he's going to fling the rat at us.
Look, it's a present.
So we stand up, we're intrigued, so we keep watching.
Yeah.
And he ends up, he flops the rat down on the ground. And the guy looks at us while he's wrecking the rat. And the guy looks at us, me and Christina, he goes, it's the second one. And I go, tonight? He goes, no, ever. His second one ever. I go, oh, well, he's 2-0, right? We keep positive, right? He goes, yeah, I know. He goes, I hate to see it happen, but it's like, what can you do? What do you do? I go, like, sure, okay.
Yeah,
and then he goes, and I see him go into his pocket, and I'm like, what's this all about? And he's like, kind of unfurling something as he's going, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm like, dude, get your dog away from this dead rat. It's so gross. There's like meat chunks hanging out of it. What's this guy doing? He goes, I bring this so I can pick up dog shit, but now it's got to be this. And I'm like, oh God, are you going to pick up the rat? I'm like, I go, dude, I will not judge you if you just leave it there. Yeah. I won't judge you.
Yeah, it's not shit.
And he goes, now, and as he picks it up with the bag, it's one of those like shit bags, so it's not a big bag. It's like a long, thin bag, almost like a Subway sandwich comes in those bags. He picks up when he flips the rat over so we can get the bag around. You can see like the tail like hits his arm and stuff. I'm like, no, it was horrible.
No, I've never experienced rats until I moved to New York City. I saw field mice.
That was fucking crazy. By the way, I couldn't even pick. I'm telling you. 3 dead mice ever in apartments I've lived in throughout New York City.
When I lived in Hoboken, when I first moved here, I'd slept on this couch, and I worked with, he's like my buddy from college, and he worked on the Merc Stock Exchange with like 2 other guys, not Merc Face, Mercantile Stock Exchange. But they would go out and they'd drink or whatever, and I would, I slept in their living room for 7 months. So I just slept on this futon, and it was a wreck. There was just we smoked inside, full ashtrays. They did blow all the time, soda cans everywhere. It was just a mess.
Greatest night of my life.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. That was some of the most fun I've ever had in my life. Was living in that apartment, just being an absolute shithead. Oh, dude, the St. Patty's Day parade.
How do you get laid and you live on a futon in the living room?
I just waited. I just went to my roommate's room.
Yeah?
Yeah, one time this girl was like, let's go to your room. And I was like, we're here. I was sitting on a futon. She's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I live on this futon. My couch and my...
By the way, Christina has very similar stories, and I'm starting to wonder if you guys were both such booze bags that you don't realize that you guys fucked, and then we got to process that.
then we got
Wait a second, Hoboken?
A whole...
Wait, were you at a Qdoba?
Take fire! Take fire! What were you going to say, Merkface?
When we got home from the barbecue on Monday night, there was Allie has a mice problem in her new place.
Yeah.
And I was half in the bag. Well, I was fully in the bag.
Yeah.
And I had to deal with one of the glue trap mice. We walk in and I opened up the cabinet.
I was going to say,
there's a little guy like squeaking and squealing on the trap.
Stuck to it?
Yeah, stuck to it.
And you have to be the man, but you don't want to be.
Right.
I don't want to touch those things at all.
Did you use your 9mm or your 45? How'd you put him down?
I did exactly what this guy did.
He held him by the top, his little hair on top of his head and slit his throat.
See a soldier, his little knife.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I grabbed a plastic bag that you keep under the sink, and I grabbed the trap with it, and I folded it inside out. And I brought it outside, and I don't remember what I did with it because we had a lot to do.
Oh my God, you ate it! You're a werewolf. You have no idea. Even your girlfriend was just like, she's like, oh, she goes, you were gone for like 4 hours. What? Your clothes are all ripped. Where did I go? What did I do?
I feel like I'm sore, dude. We had the glue traps at the restaurant I worked at. We walked in, we were like setting up the restaurant because I worked lunch, so you'd always have to set up the restaurant. And you'd come in after the night where the porters were there. And one time we came in and there was a glue trap and this mice was like making that noise. And I'm a waiter, and waiters in New York are all like actors and actresses and like all these like squeamish people. Dude, I'll never forget this. One of the actresses was like, oh my God, there's a mouse on the
the trap. And just like, I swear to God, with your Slowpoke Rodriguez voice, this fucking Mexican porter comes over. He goes, "Where's the mouse?" And they go, "It's over there." He goes, "Huh?" And you just hear him go around the corner. And you hear, boom! And he comes back and he goes, "The mouse is they." He took his shoe off and fucking crushed it.
Dude, I gotta give the actual exact story because I don't know I'm fucking this up, but Carla, her friend Jen, who was the maid of honor at our wedding, actually, like they had something with a mouse, or like a mouse running through their dorm or something, and she just stepped on it with her foot.
That's crazy.
Killed like that.
That's crazy.
Like, holy shit! Holy shit!
Well,
holy shit! I don't want to hold it because I don't want to feel the heft of its little body. One time I had that. Kurt Metzger did it for me one time. I'm no man with that shit.
So, but I was saying when I was in Hoboken, one morning I woke up on the futon very hungover. And I like reached over for my pack of cigarettes, and I swung my legs over on the futon, and I was like, like an old detective. That's what Nate said whenever I go on the road with him. He's like, "You really are like an old detective." So I'd swing over and put a Camel light in, and I light my Camel light, and I'm like, and I had this pair of high top black Adidas basketball shoes, and I'm just sitting there smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, and I just look over at my shoes, and this fucking mouse just pops out of my right shoe. It's like, "Hey, Dan." "Hey, Dan." And then he just cuts out. "It's me, Squeakers." And then he runs along the wall and disappears. And I was like, what the fuck? It was the worst way to start a hangover. I
bet.
Oh, fuck.
"I'm Squeakers. I live in your sneakers. I crawl on your butt when you're sleeping. I had so much fun in your face last night. You have a drinking problem. I like to crawl on your butt."
But I was saying,
"Hey, Squeakers, did we fuck last night?"
"We were gonna, but you passed out. So I fucked you. Thanks for leaving that leftover Arthur's on the table. I ate that whole burger."
Dude, so I said I've never experienced rats until I moved to New York City. I've also never experienced humidity until I moved to New York City. And those two things...
We're dealing with that today.
Yeah. Those two things collided 3 summers ago. I was going to the cellar. It was fucking blistering hot. It was one of the hottest days I've experienced in New York. It's like one of those things where I keep my jeans in my bag to change at the cellar to go on stage because I wear fucking dad shorts. I'm walking up West 4th Street. You know that long ramp in the West 4th train station? I'm walking up that, and I'm like, got my headphones in, and I'm just seeing people fucking slam against the left side of the wall. Like, people are just, like, jumping to the left side of the wall, and I'm like, that's fucking weird. And I look down, this fucking humongous rat with its hair falling out of its side is, like, staggering to the top of the ramp, and I was like, oh, fuck! That was the only reaction I could make.
He looked at you, he's like, "I get 100K if I can make it to the top of this ramp."
I'm being hunted by a bunch of rich rats from Soho.
Surviving the game.
It's surviving. Are you the Ice-T rat?
Yes.
Dude, he got, like, when I walked by it, that feeling of, like, because rats are quick. I had that feeling of, like, dude, if he darts to me right now, I'm going to have to double stomp this fucking thing. Dude, that's the grossest I've ever, like, that's the grossest out I've ever been by a rat. Because it was, like, suffering, and it was hot, and you just knew this thing was like, ugh.
I could have
fucking worst.
I am not
even thinking about it.
But I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of, outside of dogs, cats, dogs. Dogs and cats.
I never liked ferrets or hamsters.
I don't want to touch your fucking pet.
Dude, hamsters, Christine's staring at me with the most, like the fucking, when I started bringing up ferrets and hamsters.
I find them, I don't understand when people want to have those things.
When people kiss them, and they're like, oh, here's my little ferret.
I told you, there was a chubby chick from a diner I used to go to late night when I'd come back from New York when we were driving back and forth. Sometimes I go get takeout food at this diner. And there was like a chubby chick who worked there, and I was like, I could probably bang her. So one day she was like, I get off work pretty soon.
I like that. I love that you're just at a diner and you're like, I could bang her.
Maybe I could. I wasn't too deep in the fuck game at that point.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I had a long-term girlfriend for a while. This is early in comedy. You know what I mean? I'm like 21, 22 years old, maybe.
Yeah, you're still a kid.
Yeah. So I come back, and this girl, she's like, yeah, come back to my place, whatever. And I thought it was going to happen. Dude, not only did it not happen, but the things I did, because I thought it was going to happen if I did, lesson learned, man. It's like, she had a pet that was a white rat. You know what white rats have?
Red eyes. I know that. It bugs me. I just grip the microphone as hard
Those
as
are
I
the
can.
rats you're actually supposed to feed to snakes. You're not supposed to keep those. None of them you should have as pets, actually.
Yeah, if you have a rat as a pet,
Dude,
please.
and she was like, she puts it on her
Call
shoulder.
in next Monday.
She like put it on her shoulder and let her. And then she's like, you gotta hold him. He's so adorable. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't. And if
But you want to fuck.
But then she finally put it on my lap, and I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. And
that was the sound of her pussy going dry.
We did not fuck, to say the least. I got out of there.
Dude, it's so funny, though, when you think you're going to fuck somebody, the dumb shit that you'll put up with or do.
Oh, dude.
Like a white rat. I remember I was in love with this girl. And she
the lengthy rides I've given the chicks is unbelievable.
Or let me tell you right now, I hate crawfish broils. I know if you love them. I know if you like them, and you're like, but Soder, they're so much fun. It's so much.
It's like eating a cricket.
Yeah, you're eating a cricket, and it's no fun. I'd rather eat a
water cricket.
I'd rather eat a praying mantis. But it's so much work for no food. I've never left a crawfish.
Christine tried it recently for the first time.
I've never left a crawfish broil going, oh, wow, that's a lot of food. I've ate too much. I've always left like, do you guys want to get a burger?
You're like, my muscles are sore, and I've eaten nothing.
My hands are all cut up, and I've just had a sliver of fucking shitty crab meat, because that's all it tastes like, is shit crab. I was absolutely in love with one of my cousin's friends, and they were having a crawfish broil, and she's like, you want to come to a crawfish broil? And I was like, absolutely. And I just remember
this is my favorite. Should I bring my Cajun hat and overalls?
Oh, this one got a little bit of spice in it.
Ooh, I found the one with all the pepper.
Oh, don't bite into it without sniffing it first. If it makes you sneeze, maybe don't bite into it. Dude, I remember acting like I was having the best time, and 0 to 60 Soder. I just get pissed by little shit. So I'd be doing it, and like one would slip, and I'd be like, God damn. She'd look over and I'd be like,
fucking sucks. Spiking a baby lobster in the ground. That thing fucking sucks. That's what I would do.
That's exactly.
Well, you know my cuticle stings. Whenever I do something intricate, I just think about it now as I'm going to wig. Doing something intricate with my fucking hands like makes me wig. So if I'm like, I just need to crack this fucking claw. The claws do so. I hate it.
Dude, I was still smoking cigarettes at this point, and I remember just doing like 3 and being like, I'll be right back, and just smoking a stress cigarette. I'm like, okay, play it cool, Soder. She's super hot and got massive T's to F. Let's get back in there. And I go, and then it turned out she just had a boyfriend.
For all that,
she was dating a guy, just didn't tell me. Just struck me
and
along.
it shows, oh, dude, I've done that. I've hung out with a girl a bunch of times. And then one time she goes,
can I tell you the saddest
Can you give me a
part?
ride to so and you're giving her and a dude a ride?
Can I tell you the saddest part? I was so in love with this girl. It was her birthday while I was in town or whatever. I got her a birthday card, and I made her, she's a big baseball fan. I made like fake tickets, like, hey, here's 2 tickets to a game I'll take you to. Because I was like, oh, well, this is when we fall in love, and this is when I meet the girl of my dreams. And then she ignored me the rest of the week. She started ignoring me halfway through the weekend, and I'm like, why'd this girl go cold on me? And then my cousin's like, I think she's dating someone, and she just doesn't have the heart to tell you. The saddest thing ever was being in that Marriott and taking that birthday card and then just tossing it into the trash can, and the noise that card makes, where it just goes chunk, because it's just like, like that heavy paper.
Yeah.
It just went, and I just remember like tossing it and looking out, being like, well, I'm not going to give her this. Tonk.
I gave so many.
And by the way, she broke up with the guy a month later, and then just shows up when I have a girlfriend and is like, hey! And you're like, fuck you.
Too late, twat.
Still in love with her, though.
I still love her so hard.
Still love her so hard. She's like, I think married now. Like,
oh, dude, I've given so many.
It's not going to work. It'll fall apart.
Yeah, I've done plenty of like do me this favor. Can I have.
I love you like a friend. What is it, Lou? I love you like a brother.
I love you like a brother. It's
what's the dumbest thing you've done for a girl that you thought you were going to bang?
I don't know if bang. I mean, bang.
Just
I
one
would
you
love.
think that that you like.
But I love you like a brother.
God, it really
Janessa,
shakes me a
man.
bit.
Janessa Faragalli. I sent her flowers.
was Samantha Mantovani.
I sent her flowers. She never acknowledged.
She didn't. Did she even acknowledge him when she called in?
No, she did not.
But that's high school. I'm talking about as an adult. Where
I've been technically in a relationship as my whole adult. all my adult years, really.
Oh, yeah. You're a monogamous guy.
Well,
but with...
Monogamish?
Monogamish. I'm going to start calling you the monogamish. The monogamish, she loves Christine, but they bang everything together.
Yeah, no, I did plenty of rotten things, but I mean, like, as far as, like, none of it was, like, necessarily to fall in love or anything.
Dude, I was so ready to, like, when I was going down there for that, I was like, you know what, it's going to be great. She's like, I'm going to see you at the crawfish broil? I was like, see me, I'll be the first one there.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'll be the guy in the bib cracking open those delicious little fingers of the swamp. Where do they come from?
Okay, the crick.
From the crick. I'll be down in the crick gathering.
Actually, a girl I got in a lot of trouble for doing behind someone's back before, but she was pretending and almost convincing myself that I liked. She was a Juilliard flautist.
Oh, dude, that's great.
And
that is
and
great.
just me going there and it's like sitting, looking exactly how I look like now, you know, dressing this way,
listening to flutes,
and just listening like, you know, it's like symphonies, and just be like,
Now I noticed.
Yes,
I noticed
yes.
in the second
and she'll be like, here. She goes, when you hear the whatever the oboes come up and the brasses and the here, so right here, and I'm like, oh no, I know.
Oh, the crescendo. Wait for the second arrangement. Who is on the violin chair on this? Of course.
I mean, dude, like, no exaggeration.
I imagine you.
But that girl was such a pig.
You putting your fingers on your chin with fingerless gloves? This is
I'll show you. When we take next break, I'll have Lou bring her up on the screen.
Dude, this reminds me of...
This girl looked like a fucking a Juilliard flautist. Garbage person. Girl was an animal.
But, I mean, this reminds me of like when I used to listen to the British rappers stuff, and I was like, these are dope. Yeah, these are
you
dope.
got mad flow, yo.
Oh my God, is that off the top of the dome? You wrote those bars?
Those damn son.
You better be lucky you don't get deported back to Britain after you're dropping hot fire like that. They might put you on a terror watch list.
Well, you know what? We should take a break anyway.
You know what? There's some simpatico going on.
Do I feel it?
Yeah, Jacob.
That's why I know exactly what underwear to pick out for his photo shoot.
Speaking of underwear, when are we going to get a motherfucking sponsor, dog? I'm running out of Tommy John's.
Oh yeah, I need more Tommy John's like a mofo.
Love
Perfect. Yes. There's the Spider-Mans.
Oh, dude, you're Peter Parker and then you're Spider-Man.
That's great. Hey, Christine or whoever, when we throw this back up there, maybe get a pair of men's.
Yeah.
Those are women's panties.
Jacob just took such offense.
In fairness, those are women's panties.
I know Jacob wasn't mic'd, but he just goes like this. When you go, those are women's panties. He goes, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
You.
Just put the word men. Just put the word men in the thing.
All right.
God damn, it's the bonfire.
I want to take a look at this flautist.
Oh, we're going to.
The men burning.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Living in America. Apollo Creed and James Brown, both dead. Happy 4th week.
And Dolph Lundgren did it both.
Dolph Lundgren did both jobs.
Notice how he's still alive? A little odd, don't you think?
The Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Oakerson, Dan Soder coming at you. We are new. Not live, but we're only a few hours delayed.
Yeah, guys.
This is a few hours ago.
So technically this is... No, it's not live.
Guys, what possible big news could happen in the next couple hours?
Probably everything's perfect.
I'm saying nothing. I say the world's in better shape, probably.
Yeah. I heard they found cold fusion out, so now we don't have to rely on fossil fuels.
Oh, the headlines for the 5 p.m. news. No more AIDS. Goodbye, AIDS.
World peace. Palestine and Israel figured it out.
Kim Jong-un to high five President Obama.
Turns out that we're all the same and everyone loves each other. There's going to be a big old orgy in Central Park.
And then tomorrow's news is when Independence Day resurgence happens for real.
Real aliens. Real fighting.
We are one world.
July 19th. The year anniversary of the bonfire.
So exciting.
Tickets are at, there's a link for tickets on Twitter at the Bonfire SXM. Obviously, follow us at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. You can get tickets.
You can always follow along with the show every day like that.
Every day. But we have a pinned tweet with the ticket link for tickets. July 19th, Village Underground, New York City, Shaven Jacob.
The show officially...
It's on their website, too. Go to thecomedycellar.com, and you can find...
The show's official. Tickets are free.
Tickets are free.
Tickets are free.
We're
So
not
just make
charging
reservations
nobody.
and go. Come. Please come.
Buy
It's going to be
drinks. Have
a
fun.
hell of a night. We're going to have
Special
all
guests.
kinds of fun, special guests. It's going to be a hilarious show.
Rigmarole. I think we're going to have a TF off. No, I'm just kidding.
After the show, buddy.
Oh, dude, we should put together a TF, like a group of girls called like the TF Girls.
The TF Girls. Oh, yeah. If we can get that together, yes, we have time to get this stuff together.
Oh, man, that'd be so cool.
Callers will call in. They'll be the TF Girls.
Well, if you're in the tri-state area, live 1-year anniversary show of the Bonfire at the Village Underground, July 19th.
The show is called Bonfire Live, Shaving Jacob.
Jacob's going to lose all his body hair and then gain a whole new perspective on life.
Oh, that life is going to be...
He's not even looking at me in the eyes because he is upset that we are pushing this.
That perspective on life is going to be coasting through the water like a sea otter.
Oh, my God, I'm going to give you the body of a young Filipino boy.
You are going to be so awesome.
Hairless.
All right, guys, spoiler alert. We're going to have a donkey fuck Jacob at the end of the show.
I got to go down.
We're in talks.
I got to go down to West Virginia and pick up this thing.
El Burro.
The Burro. Here's the deal about him. His name's Ernest. He's a little fickle. He might bite you. But he will have sex with a human being.
And I've known him to be very easy when hoofing you in the back.
Now, here's what's going to happen. You do need a spotter. Who's the bigger of you two, Dan or Jay? Jay, you're going to have to hold his hips. Dan, you are going to have a permanent stiff arm right above his penis so he does not kill your tiny friend Jacob.
Now, I'll be honest with you. If I'm hiring a donkey fuck spot team, it's going to be Stu and Lou.
Fucking hate this. They're the Spotter brothers.
I've already put Stu in front of you, Lou, because Stu didn't stand me up at a barbecue.
You know what Stu
Lou did?
Stu probably was like, Lou, should we go to your radio show's barbecue? And he's like, why? We've got evil twins to teach.
Wait a second. This goddamn baseball game
when was this
with your
baseball
ex-girlfriend was not on 4th of July, was it?
No, it was on Saturday, the 3rd. The 2nd.
The least independent day.
We were still so not independent that day.
That's Dependence Day. That's where you just see. That's why I did it. It was
your Codependence Day.
Codependence Day. You did your Codependence Day date on July 3rd.
You had it.
Something that we've talked about. Two guys we talked about in the year that we've been on the air.
Oh yeah,
Feld Dog, Corey Feldman,
the Feld Dog, who we told the listeners already we're not pushing to get him on the show.
We just know what it would be. It wouldn't be fun.
I don't want to Shanghai a guy whose work I have enjoyed in my life just to make him look like a jackass.
Yeah, I'm not picking that. We're not going to
just laugh behind his back like adults.
And then another one of our... So we got tweeted at that Corey Feldman was on Rude Jude here in the building.
Rude Jude? No. Rude Jude's in L.A.
Is he in L.A.?
I'm pretty sure.
So he's in L.A.
Rude Jude's out in
L.A. So
L.A.
he wasn't in the building.
He is... I love his broadcasting, man. I'm a Rude Jude. I don't listen to the show, but I love listening to clips from the show when I hear the thing because he does not give a fuck. He really he's an aggressive dude. He came off that Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake world.
Well, also what I like about that is he reminds me a lot of Charlemagne, the God. When I listen, I like the way Charlemagne broadcasts too.
Similar thing.
Great, but just like a no bullshit, fucking right at you kind of interview style.
Well, I'm definitely a no bullshit, and I think if I got into a thing with somebody, I'd get into a genuine thing. But I don't go looking for the conflict.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like I'd be if Corey Feldman came in, I would actually be nice to him because there's no reason. I'd try to find some funny. I think he would just bum me out.
Yeah, when you'd see his mental insanity.
Because when I see that he's like a little fucking loopy, is the whole thing. I'll go with someone if there's a reason to go at someone.
Yeah.
I had a thing on STR show not too long ago about girls. Christine, what was that exactly? What was my beef with them? The what? The skirt club, the girls.
Oh, Alexis, Texas.
All girls hang out.
No, it's not.
No, it's like a thing where it's all girls hang out. It's like a bisexual, the girl makeout party or something like that. And I was just telling them it was stupid.
Okay.
And they were saying it's not all about going to come and get your pussy, and I'm like, sure it is. What's the isn't that the thing? It's like
maybe it's about.
They said that does happen. They just make it out like it's a make out party, but really it's a bunch of girls going to fuck.
Dyke out.
Yeah, I'm like, what's the point of going? I go, who's going to take the time to go make out with a dozen people?
I don't know, because Vanilla Dan completely understands a party of soft kisses and light touching.
You think a make out party?
Right
It's
up
a
my
thing.
alley.
Come on.
I'm kidding.
Oh, there's no way, dude.
No,
There's no way.
That would be funny if that's what I wanted to play the character up to that.
Yeah, you don't want.
Do you want to come over for Do you want to come over for the Scared Dan light touch party?
It's called the Only As Far As You Want to Go Jamboree.
Consensual. I can't even say it. Consensual stanza. I was going to try to like a Lollapalooza parody, but I can't because my brain's mush.
Consensual Palooza.
Consent Palooza. Soft kisses and light touching. That's all it is, though. It's just like, hey.
I've invited girls back for a makeup party that I
do it where your lips are super close and you go, "Is this okay?"
I like the songs playing in the background too.
Is this okay? Prize fire. Hey, is this okay? And then you back up. I'm sorry.
You ever do this shit? Do you ever try to do the thing where you purposely get your nostril in the ear and just go?
Oh, dude. I was laughing so hard today.
I always get worried that I'm in between. Like, I don't realize it's like a sexy like breathe in your ear, and I'm not just a fat guy who just constantly breathes like that. Sorry, I was holding my breath in your pussy for a half hour.
That's what I call scuba diving. Dude, I thought of you today on the train ride here because it's hot and muggy today. And I live in Astoria where there's above ground trains. And so it was like hot and I was waiting for the subway and they had the fucking AC just blasting. So I went on, I made the noise that you make when a girl touches your dick for the first time. I went on, I was like, fuck yeah. right when I walked on the subway, I was like, oh, fuck yes. Ooh. Oh, you do it right. Oh, you do it so right.
The one in the ear is the best, though. You should angle your nostril right in there and then go.
I try to do it out the mouth. I go.
Yeah. So you hear.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I think we might have to set up a Dan Soder's soft kiss and light touch party.
How about?
Yeah. Soft. Okay, soft. Where shit starts getting real during sex, where you're like, soft, hard. Okay. Back. You're leaning back too far. Okay, wait. Hold on. Teeth. So we were saying that you got at it with the skirts party on SDR.
Yeah, so my point is saying I will get into it with people, but I don't like setting up. Why I like enjoy. I'm entertained by a rude Judas. I do like listening to conflict.
Yeah, everybody does.
I love it. No, I know, but I don't think like this show doesn't.
I hate being a part of it.
I don't mind being a part of it if I feel righteous in it and go into it.
Let me
like
say
I said, listen.
When I'm in my right mind,
I would welcome the girl from the fucking AV club that I have the gripe with, or anybody who we have some kind of gripe with. I always tell them to call in. I'd love to go at them and argue and debate my point and all that stuff. And this guy is really just like, same before, like, Tom Hanks' son, great to meet you. Heard you had problems out there with the security because you guys were acting like idiots. Oh, yeah, well, fuck you, beat it. It's like,
so that brings us to this point
where
we heard our pal, the Feld Dog, got into it with Rude Jude and he left the show?
He walked off. Yes, sir.
And we have that clip?
Yeah.
Lou Dog found it?
Lou Dog found it.
I ask you a question, you're like, I don't want to get into that.
Well, there's certain things that I'm able to talk about, and there's certain things that I can't talk about. I gotta be cool. I got a record to promote. You know how the business works.
I do, but also, you're also selling yourself. I'm
not selling myself. I'm selling my music.
Well,
if I was selling myself, then I would be a celebrity. But I'm not a celebrity. I'm an artist. I'm putting out music. I want people to appreciate it.
You are your music.
All.
You are your music. You are selling yourself.
Yeah, well, a piece of me, of course, bro.
The last time we talked, you were way more open. Did you get blowback from the book? Is that what this is?
No, man, that's not what this is. When I'm out here promoting a book and it's about my life, that's about my life. So I'm trying to talk about my life because I want to get,
Pause this real quick. I have never been more on Rude Jude's side in his entire.
This is the Billy Bob Thornton same thing where it's like
country music thing.
It's like I want to talk about my music. He goes, no, I got you. We're talking about music, but the music is done by Billy Bob Thornton. Like,
there's a reason we're talking to
I'm going to ask you about some Billy Bob Thornton shit too. You know what I mean? It's like, no, this is just about the music. He goes, well, no one's going to listen to that shit.
Yeah, hey, Chris Gaines, it's because you're Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Let's not fucking start acting like you've blown through the record industry this fast just under it. So yeah, I get what Rude Jude's saying. And then he's like doing that, all right, man. Yeah, I just don't really, you just hear it building.
What childhood?
Exactly. So
you feel tortured?
Nope.
You seem tortured.
I'm cool.
No way, dude.
Cool.
You're so defensive right now.
Yeah. I'm smiling. I'm laughing. I'm cool.
That is
not fake. That laugh is go back, Lou. That laugh is fake.
Oh, dude, play that laugh.
That's only part of it.
I'm just talking at you. You're talking to me, and you're trying to get me upset, but I'm not upset. I'm cool.
Do you think I'm really trying to get you upset?
I think that, a little bit.
Oh my gosh, no way, dude. Not at all. I'm just asking you questions that are in the fucking that are out there. I'm not asking you anything private. I'm asking you stuff that's already out there.
You are asking
Corey.
me very private stuff. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're trying to get intimate details of what happened. What happens behind closed doors is behind closed doors.
It's no longer behind closed doors once you write a book about it.
I wrote it up to that point, but that was 4 years ago, man. We're in today land. Things change. People change.
So you don't want
everything changes.
So you do you regret
There'll
writing?
be another book.
Do you regret it?
I don't regret nothing. I have no regrets.
Pause it. I do love that Rude Jude does stuff like that. Like I said before that. I'm surprised him and Chet Hanks didn't get along better.
Yeah.
Just because they both talk. He goes, yo, you came in here talking hard.
Yeah, dog. And that's what I be doing.
Yeah.
Should we be
no, you be selling a piece of yourself, though. When you come out there, your art is your music. Your music is you. Piece of you.
But, yo, my dad be teaching me, life ain't a box of chocolates. It's a box of hand grenades, son. Gotta be throwing them shits.
You gotta throw them shits before they explode.
Blah, blah. What's up, bro? Yeah, but Corey Feldman's doing that like, come on, man. We're having fun up here. Like he's got them all hostage. We're having a good time.
Go ahead.
I'm grateful for the person I am today. I'm very blessed. I feel very happy. I love life.
That's bullshit.
You are on a documentary talking about Corey Haim getting raped. Did you regret that?
She goes for
I
it.
don't regret anything I've done in my life.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
There's no way that's true. He definitely regrets some things he's done in his life.
License to drive.
I mean,
there's a regret.
Oh, no. He stands way behind us, though. He's like, I wish I was...
Oh, yeah, that's only the producer.
Would it be great if he was like, man, I wish I used a little more synth in Ascension Millennium.
You know what? I take that back. I got a little bit of one regret. We didn't make the video for Ascension Millennium longer. I wanted to do a whole Moonwalker thing.
Few regrets. Could have added about 4 more verses to Ascension Millennium.
Because I feel like we didn't cover enough about what's going on with space.
He's got a lot of... It's like there's a lot of responses to the questions. But do Rude Jude, and I'll do like what he...
Oh, yeah. So, you probably hate yourself.
Oh, come on, man. It's like not that.
Yeah, but like, you probably like think about, tying a rope to a sturdy pipe.
Oh, come on now. But no, we're living in today land, man.
Man, Corey, it's me. It's your boy, Rude Jude. I was letting you know. You just got to end it.
No. You see, listen, I'm not here. I'll come in next time. We'll talk about the script for Lost Boys 4.
Play the interview.
And by the way, I thought that was courageous for you to come out and say, because that shit needs to be addressed.
Morpheus Busters was out in them streets.
Times in my life when I went without food, without gas, without all kinds of things.
Never.
Absolutely. Read the book. Like I said, I'm no...
Even if I read the book, I wouldn't be able to talk to you about it anyway, Corey.
Read the book because it's really educational. I'm not saying that like, it's a promotional thing. I'm saying, or to be a dick, I'm saying like, read the book, really. Because it's an important thing. Because I talk about a lot of important things that people need to open their eyes to.
Yeah, but you won't talk about it right here, though.
Right.
The problem.
Just talk about it.
20 minutes. I'm trying to play some music.
All right, let's play a song.
Yeah.
Here's where it goes.
Now you're pissing.
Now I'm making you mad. Come on, man.
Nobody's ever heard this. This is a premiere.
This Corey Feldman right here.
It just sounds like... They're playing 7 songs at once.
It's a new style of music where I play 11 different tracks over each other.
And I just put a tape recorder in the middle of the room.
All right, Corey Feldman is here. That was the song. It's called Test 1 featuring SB. You want to talk to people, find out, hear how they like it?
Well, I'd rather tell you about the song first.
Pause it for a second. I'm not going to lie. I know he's getting ready to get bagged on by these callers. The noise that came out of that song, though, I've hated things worse.
I mean, I don't even think that's a song. Like I said, it sounded.
I know,
like,
but it was definitely.
It sounded like.
But was it something? If you heard it, if it was playing in a lounge somewhere, where
I
you
would
were
walk out of that lounge.
No,
I would walk into the street.
Go back
and
a little bit,
and let a bus take me to meet my father. And by that I mean I'd stand in front of a bus as it hit me.
George in Florida.
No, these are the calls.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that shit was whack, man.
Okay, all right. I gotta go. I don't have time for this. You're gonna try and do me like that. Whatever, man.
On the radio,
I'll see you
man,
later.
get the fuck out of here.
And Corey left.
Oh, that was it?
Take care, guys. Corey Feldman just walked out. Okay. He is upset. He's mad. I don't even understand.
In that regard, though, Rude Jude did set him up to fucking fail with the music. Though I mean, Rude Jude doesn't think he's got good music coming out.
But I kind of, you know what's weird? I take Rude Jude's side.
I take his side in the sense that come talk about it.
No, but if you're going to come in and be kind of a dickhead and not talk about your life and answer the questions, kind of doing that Billy Bob Thornton thing where you're not responding to the country music or anything outside the country music questions, then your music should be judged for what it is.
But it's not going to be judged for what it is there. People are going to call it. You play Corey Feldman's new song and you're doing any kind of a show. Rude Jude is essentially a comedy radio show.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's a talk show of him talking shit to people and whatever the day's shit is. You get what I'm saying? He's he wasn't going to play it. No one was going to be like, anyone that called in and goes, I didn't hate it. He's not going to play that.
I really thought the chorus could have used some work. You look over, it's his publicist in the fucking lobby of Sirius.
Yeah, I gave the worst answer.
I loved it.
I gave the worst answer for entertainment. I said, I was like, I don't know. I've heard worse things for sure. I've had people play me their own music that I've hated more than I just heard that noise. Lou? I've hated things worse.
I'm trying to think what it reminds me of.
Hey, is Corey Feldman's album available anywhere? Let's buy Corey Feldman albums.
Let's buy 2.
But he walks right off the show.
Yeah, when he goes to callers, he walked right off Rude Jude's show.
Yeah, he's like...
I get it. I get why he leaves, but I'm also on Rude Jude's side.
Yeah, no, me too. He should be able to talk about his shit. I mean,
who had the better exit?
Him or Chet Hanks?
Yeah, our Bonfire favorites.
Chet Hanks.
I'll tell you this. As far as names go, Chet Hanks kept the image up more.
But I'll tell you this also. Chet Hanks, I haven't watched yet, apparently on Maron.
I heard he did a great job on Maron.
Great job
playing a white rapper.
Laughing at himself.
Which, you know what? That's exactly how I wanted it to go.
And
I like it. Now I like it.
If he gets the joke himself and is just going to act and be done with this ridiculously shitty music,
yeah,
I can almost say I'd shake this man's hand if I meet him.
If he was in on the joke, I was like, yeah, that was kind of silly. I'm going to act now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
You know what's funny?
I get it, because you know what that is? That's the only thing that upset me, if you listen back to that episode, is the fact that he thought he was could pull it off.
Listen, I watched I watched some of the Iverson documentary was on Showtime last night.
Yes, I was watching it too.
Which I love.
Yeah.
And they get to that part, man. Remember the question Chris Rock asked Allen Iverson? He's like, Shaq made a Genie movie, so-and-so did this. What are you going to do to embarrass yourself? And then it just cuts. This is a documentary that Iverson's in on.
Yeah.
For sure. It cuts to it just shows the album cover, Iverson, a.k.a. Jules.
Yeah.
40 bars, that whole shit. And then in the documentary, it shows people saying, hey, you need to stick to the basketball court, man. Spike Lee says, hey, man, you got to tell on some talk show, he was like, got to get John Thompson to talk to Allen Iverson, man. Tell him to stop worrying about making music and go on the basketball court,
Yeah.
Everyone, shit on him for it. And when you hear Iverson, as a young man, interviewed about it, he is very much he's like, this ain't for you if you ain't a hardcore gangster rap hardcore fan.
Unless you done 15 years aggravated assault, probably
Yeah.
Preferably in a state penitentiary, not no county bullshit.
Even his criminal shit goes, unless you done 3 months on some old bullshit fight at a bowling alley.
Yeah. Then this music ain't for you.
Then it ain't for you. Don't buy it, dear.
Yeah, but then to admit it's a mistake is where you win me back.
You win me back immediately and go, oh, that was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dude, I got pictures I took on purpose when I was younger that now, if you look at them with me, I'll go, oh, yeah, how ridiculous is that?
Yeah, but I think everybody's done that.
Yeah, we're going to run for a little 40 bars.
Oh, okay. You drop a little AI.
He was so cool looking, though, man.
This ain't for you. Yeah. Unless you like the Sixers. Or the Hoyas.
For the year 2G, the rap game changed with one name. Jules' name is slain, anything on this plane. Remains are found when the best kept secret get heated.
Oh, man. You know what, man? He had people around him all day that just said, you could do anything, AI.
AI, I'm telling you, this album's going to be big, dog. You retired 2 years. Then you toured the world. Sold out football stadiums. Listen to you just spit rhymes.
Dude, he was so good at basketball.
So fun to watch.
And you got him on your team for the fucking most bunk years.
Yep, the Nuggets, but they won a lot of games. They won over 100 games with AI.
Did they?
Yeah. No, they didn't win over 100 games. Excuse me. They averaged over 100 points. And they were like, went to the playoffs. We got bumped in the first round by the Spurs. But
yeah.
Dude, when he went to the Nuggets, I was so happy.
Yeah.
I was like, AI. And then we got, I mean, the best trade was, then we traded him for Chauncey.
I said I never got a chance to fucking, you know, even like as a fan, like you never got the chance to really have him say goodbye as a player twice. He got the fans twice on that. He took off his shoes, walked off the court.
Yep, I remember that.
His last game as a Sixer in the middle of the game. In the middle of the game he left, never came back. He never played another game as a Sixer until he came back and re-signed, like for that end of his career thing he was going to do.
Yeah.
Played 12 or 16 games, one of those two numbers, 12 or 16, and then like missed a few games. He's dealing with something with his, and that was with his daughters. Like,
and then did say goodbye,
and then never just left again. Never came back, and then he came back for his obviously his they retired his number.
Yeah.
And the Hall of Fame thing's happening now. But I'm just saying, there was never as a game. You're never like, this is Iverson's. Like Kobe got like that. Like, this is my last basketball game.
Yeah,
ever.
I think very rare guys get that though. I don't think most guys get that. You want to see Hall of Famers get it, but I don't think you do get to see it a lot. Because like even I'm thinking like Chauncey Billups.
Well, Manning retired.
Yeah, but that was the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm saying, but
that's very rare.
Yeah, of
he
course.
Had an Elway ending, but it is like that. Like it's very like, you know, I think outside of injury, I'm trying to think of guys. There are. I'm saying basketball wise because there's always such there's trades and shit.
No one's got a home anymore, and I think that that Kevin Durant thing is really such a sign of like what the fuck.
Why did you do that?
Come on, man. Yeah. And by the way, I get it. If I was a Warriors fan, if I was from the Bay Area.
By the way, my dad's whole family's from the Bay Area.
Yeah, and I was a Warriors. If I was a Warriors fan, I get the thing of going like, well, whatever, we'll take it. You know, it's like it's a good thing for us. But I also would have like the sensibility to know, like, it's a really dumb thing, though.
It's too much.
It's dumb for basketball.
It's too much
as a sport. Like, so what?
Putting the best player on the league with the other best player on the league.
Yeah, it's like you're making an all-star team. Congratulations, big deal. How impressive is it to win? Like, there's
why don't you go to Denver? Give them a shot.
Well, that seems a little self-serving.
Yeah, well, you know what it is. I'm sick
of just come over to the Sixers and stop playing bullshit.
Why don't you take them pants off and come over to Denver? You can get high legally.
Fucking goddamn Sixers guy's already hurt. It's so frustrating.
Dude, this was great. The caterer at the wedding I was at, halfway through, during the ceremony, left.
Really?
Before the reception.
The caterer left?
Took off.
Why?
Got into a fight with the bride about money.
No shit.
During the ceremony.
During the ceremony?
Peaced out.
Oh, he peaced out during the ceremony. I listened in the middle of the ceremony. He goes, do you promise to love? He goes, Mrs., I cannot have the things here. I'm going crazy. You said there's be 200 people, there's 300 people. I don't have enough muscles to bring this. I leave. I go to walk out. I walk out. He goes, shut up. Shut up in there. I do. Shut up in there.
I'm saying my vows.
Please, just give me 15 more minutes. I cannot. You said the thing. I make big clubs for 200 people. You bring extra 100 people. I need more money.
I need bread.
To love, honor, and share. Shut up back there!
Hold on.
Shut up!
Byron, you're my light. And when you shine, I said, shut up! And I love you.
I cannot walk
Okay,
on
we
the...
had an agreement. We had an agreement.
You said 2 options, fish and steak. There's no third option.
I know for the rest of my life that every night when I go to bed,
There's nothing
with-
emotions for the roast beef. I make roast beef and my name is stamped on all this food.
So, dude, we walk into for the reception. In the grooms, my buddy's dad, Mike, is like, "Hey, Soder, come look for this guy with me." And I'm like, "What? Why? Because I'm tall."
That's it.
And then we just walked.
You guys went as a fucking death squad.
Dude, his dad's badass too. And his dad was like, "Soder, come on." I was like, "Yes, Mr. Pascal."
Got it. Okay.
So I walk with him. He's like,
If we kill this guy, can I get ice cream after?
Dude, I love it. Byron's older brother's like, "You're about to see some shit." And I was like, "Okay." And you were looking for this caterer. Gone. He left the food in the kitchen with the hot plates. No way to serve it. So we had a buffet style. So me, the best man, who was his brother, the groom's dad, the groom's
dad had like a nice hall and everything.
It was at this awesome like cabin up in the mountains. This like bigger you know what I mean, with like a dance floor. And shit.
Buddy, we come from similar. I tell you,
Yeah.
my Uncle Tommy, same one of y'all during the twins.
Yeah.
When his daughter, my cousin Vicky, got married, it was at a fucking reception. Was at a VFW hall. Fucking the burners. You know,
Yeah, that's what we did.
The burners and the just
Plate
like
of food.
But I mean, it was just like like stuff that my Uncle Tommy made, like baked rigatoni.
Dude,
And
it was mac and cheese. I was on beans duty. So,
Yeah.
so we all served
beans duty.
Dude, we served the entire wedding party.
You're supposed to want to fuck after a thing. That doesn't sound like after a meal you're gonna fuck after.
What? Oh yeah, like
Wedding
beans.
meal is supposed to be something where it's like you could feasibly fuck afterwards.
Yeah, you want a good salad, some light fish, maybe a pilaf of some sort.
Or a small, you get a nice filet mignon, a small.
Good pilaf.
Maybe a pilaf.
And then, you throw it in.
You're laying heavy with beans and mac and cheese? Holy shit. You're going to have to take a dump after you fuck a bridesmaid. Honey, I'm sorry, but if you're going to stay here tonight,
listen, this.
I'm going to go clear some room.
My stomach's going sideways. We got 1 or 2 options. You could suck me off, or we could rain check this for tomorrow.
I'm not going to lie. If you feel a little rumble in your chin, when I come, I might blow mud all over your cheeks.
I'm also letting you know my squatty potty's 2,500 miles away.
This thing is going to be coming out like an anvil.
It's gonna be like you severed a vein. Yeah. So that was, dude. That was like it was a really fun wedding. Besides that,
besides being the service and the bouncer,
dude. And then I had to, dude. This was the best.
Did you have an awesome DJ?
Yeah, dude. He was so great. He had.
I love the DJ. I tell you about my wedding DJ tried to fuck Haley Boyle.
That's so great.
Boyle,
dude. This wedding DJ had JV football coach face. Oh. So he was, dude. This is the best part, though. This is the best part. I'm smoking a joint out in the parking lot with one of my friends. Right?
Did you have it cupped?
Nah, dude. It's Colorado. You can just let it rip.
Oh yeah.
So we're just smoking this big old bat, and I ate a couple edibles, so I was fucking feeling no pain. And the venue manager comes out and he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you real quick, man?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, I'm sorry, man. If we could go in my rental car and smoke this joint if you want." He's like, "Oh no, I don't give a shit about that." So there's bears around here, and flower petals attract bears. Can you clean up all the flower petals? So I was high as shit, just sweeping flower petals into a fucking.
But you really went this wedding to work,
dude. I was a groomsman. I easily won MVP of the groomsman.
What did you? What did you give as a gift?
Money, straight cash.
How much?
Dude, we can't be talking about that.
I want to know because you had to work also.
Yeah,
I feel like you should have taken some back.
I opened the envelope and take 2 bills out. I'm like,
thank you.
That's
you start dabbing your forehead sweat with your money.
That's for me, and
for reals.
That'll cover the gas that you made me pay to drive halfway up to the goddamn heavens just to watch you two. Nah, dude, it was a fucking great
sorry,
wedding.
I wasn't here to serve beans on time. I was out there trying to fucking regulate the streets with your dad.
Yeah, sorry, I was gonna kneecap a dude, and also I was on bear duty. I was also the fucking main defense for bears at this wedding. I'm the bear bouncer at this wedding.
And you go in place of the dad. We got to say like the Val Kilmer scene, right? He goes, I didn't think you show up.
Yeah, and
I'm here, Huckleberry.
Bear's just like, I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry.
You're a groomsman. You're a talking bear.
Wow, Johnny Ringo.
Y'all know Daisy? Y'all know Grizzly? Y'all know Grizzly?
Well, Grizzly Bear, he looks like somebody just walked over your grave.
Yeah, dude, it was. Oh, really?
Yeah, buddy.
Ah, dude. That's what happens when we don't do the show for so long. I just want to keep going.
I have so much more to talk about.
Long. We'll be back new and live on Monday. Until then, new and live. Follow at Big J Oakerson on Twitter, at Dan Soder on Twitter, and at The Bonfire, SXM, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Go get tickets, ComedyCellar.com for the year anniversary show. Live Bonfire, July 19th,
Shaving
8 p.m.
Jacob.
Shaving Jacob.
8 p.m. Village Underground.
8 p.m.
No surprise. Jacob's asked me if we should drop a hint on what's going to happen for some of the things, or we should make it a surprise. Make it a surprise.
Yeah,
Come tonight. It's going to be a wild night. A lot of appearances.
Great fucking guests.
A lot of fun, just a lot of laughs. And at the end of the day, if no one shows up, none of these guests show up, you get to watch a shave Jacob. That's definitely happening. And if you see on when we go on breaks, the underwears that we're looking at,
it's fucking
for him,
hilarious.
it's going to be bonkers.
We're going to have a menagerie of
Let's not
weird
forget,
underwears.
still available, ccdirect.com and iTunes. Spotify, I believe it's on.
Yeah.
Dan Soder's Hour Special, Not Special.
And you know what? Just go get two. Go get Not Special, and then go get Live at Webster Hall. Big J Oakerson. We got 2 specials out right now.
Specials. What?
Say it.
Dan Soder's Not Special is playing this Friday on Comedy Central Radio.
On Comedy Central Radio.
Drive home. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
5:30 East.
5:30 Eastern, everybody, the drive home.
That's that vanilla comedy.
Dan Soder's Special, Not Special.
Drive
It's
time.
okay. You can drive home and listen to it. It's not going to upset you.
Put your kid in the car.
Bring grandma. Bring a colored friend. Dan, I love you. I missed you so much with this thing. And you were. It wasn't even that we've had to get to hang out.
I know. It's UFC 200, buddy.
On these things, but we are going to have a fucking hell of a Saturday, and we'll have plenty to talk about it on Monday. And we'll catch you guys. It's the Bonfire.